Oh my god, it did the same thing again. It was not picking up audio.
How long?
All the time.
Essentially. I mean, let me kill you, and then I'll kill myself.
Okay,
Unless Skelly wants to kill himself, then it's a suicide.
All right,
yeah.
let's just do the intro again.
But we're starting over? What happened?
It wasn't picking up audio for the last half an hour.
Yeah.
What? Bro, what the fuck are we doing? What are we supposed to do? Just recap everything?
Yeah, essentially, like, Zaraki just talk through the entire thing again, and I'm gonna act interested.
Nah. We'll do a quick summary of what we fucking talked about and what happened. We'll just do a shorter episode.
Fucking pain.
This is why you Contra. I blame you, actually, because you told me.
That's what I'm saying. It's all Contra's fault for being a bum.
Hey, listen.
Motherfucker can't dedicate 1 hour of his week.
Slinger's the expert.
1 hour of
He
your
should
week.
know better.
Dog, I only asked for 1 hour of your week. And not play video games and be a fucking nerd.
I'm
just
not
so
even
you can
playing video games.
so you
I
can
just didn't want to record it.
You're a fucking
unprofessional piece of shit.
I could do it now if you want. I don't.
No,
it's not the same now. We didn't lose we wouldn't have lost half an hour of audio.
This is like a relationship where like your girl tells you to bring flowers next time, or you just keep doing it. It's not real anymore, bro. It's not from the heart.
I don't want to fucking hear those stealing stories again. So
I wasn't gonna tell them. I don't want to fucking spend half an hour talking.
So
what are you implying right now?
Contra's a lazy nigger.
There goes that one. What are you implying, Contra? Are you implying that Zaraki stories are fucking boring?
no, I'm not implying that they're boring. I already fucking heard them.
What are you implying, Contra?
Goddamn.
What?
Contra just froze.
Slinger's like, what are you implying? He's like, I don't want to hear the stories. Zaraki just told him. He's like, what are you implying? Are you trying to say the stories are boring? It's not that. It's just I'm talking uninterrupted for like half an hour. So it's like to redo it, going to be draining on me.
You know
and
something?
It's just mind-numbing for them. So.
Oh, God.
We'll shift it to something else.
It'll
come up another time.
Moth is back, but she's not fucking here, so
I feel like we should
What doesn't do with anything? Shut up.
Yeah, we should save that for when she's actually here.
Like, let's do the fucking stat when she's not here. Fucking.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Cut that out.
It wasn't a joke. Yeah, okay, bro.
Damn. Yeah, no. Next week we'll do a welcome back.
You see, that half an hour we recorded is the best half hour ever because it's 30 minutes of Zaraki shutting the fuck up and me only talking.
That sounds awful.
Who wants to hear you talk for half an hour? That's why that girl didn't text you back.
Nah, there are other reasons for that one, mate.
I'm just giving you shit, you know. Fuck.
What are we doing?
Apparently, so I mean, here's something that I wanted to talk about because I noticed it yesterday, but I haven't really been around for it. What's up with?
It's gonna be such a pain in the ass to edit this and sort of determine what's to remove and what not.
I mean, you know, you could if worst comes to worst, you could just cut the whole segment out. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, you straight up fucking responded to it.
Bro, this segment is like 5 minutes out of 14. I'm not cutting this shit out.
Fucking blurb shit.
Hey, I mean, we could go for as long as it takes to make a full
Twitter
episode.
stuff on the podcast. It's not particularly interesting.
We literally never do. We just got fucking the first half got erased.
Yeah.
Skelly
When was the last time we talked about Twitter shit?
I don't
2
remember.
episodes or 3 ago.
Walk up, Contra.
Like not that long ago at all.
I'm tired of niggas, man.
Oh God,
Whoa,
man.
who said you could say that?
I did.
Fair enough.
Have you ever like met someone IRL, like a black friend who like hears you say the N-word and they make a fuss about it?
I don't have one either. I actually
no.
I actually had this one homie I worked with at the dealership. His name was Jamal, and this motherfucker, he would walk into the office and he would try to get the white people to say the word. And one of them, she just kept saying "nice guy." So she's like, "What up, my nice guy?" I'm like, "Say it, say it." She's like, "Nice guy." I'm like, "No, no. Look at him right now. Look at him in his face
just
and say,
poker facing her.
And say, what up, my nigga? Say it right now." And she won't do it. She was afraid of it. And like, I'll walk up to them, and I will, while he's standing next to me, I will say the word nigger, and they would look at him, waiting for him to do something. Like, I got the pass. You're not gonna he's not gonna do anything.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Considering what happens there, I don't blame her. Like,
what you mean?
Like, how do you know if a person's not gonna make a fuss about it?
Well, if somebody who looks like you, so if a person who looks white says it in front of them to you, then they're not gonna make a fuss about it. If I said it in front of him and he didn't give a fuck, she knows at that point he's not gonna give a fuck. But she's intimidated by the societal.
It sort of reminds me
distraction of that word
of like, you've been in the Middle East, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
When you, like, essentially, well, unfortunately, when you take someone to the bathroom, like a guest in your house. Oh God, what is he laughing
at? A much meaner response than you can.
I love it.
This man just laughing at shit not even related to the podcast. I'm
telling that Indian dude he's dead to me because he unfollowed me. I just want to see if he takes it seriously.
Anywho. So essentially, like, take someone to the bathroom, and you're not supposed to say, like, here you go. Like, you're not supposed to say tfaddal, because that implies that they're going to eat from the bathroom.
Oh, nice.
You know? And it's like, the scary, the weird part is that you don't know when people know about this or not. You know? Like, how are they going to react? Like, there are people...
Oh, was moth.
Oh God, there are people who like legitimately, like, if you say like a bad word and you don't like say on the way that you don't mean them, they'd get offended by it. So it's like speaking is just a minefield.
Yeah, I mean, Arabs have been known to be very like word sensitive, so you have to kind of pick your words carefully around them. Moth is still one of those people, despite being American born.
Yeah.
So like, you can't say certain things around her because she feels some type of way about it. Like, obviously, you know, when you talk about fucking a girl's mom, she's gonna feel some type of way, so that's understandable. But certain things, like, she won't, like, if you call her a whore, she won't let you. But it's like, she'll feel some type of way. But it's like, you know, with the things you post as an attention whore, I mean, I can still call you a whore. Like, don't get offended that way. You are a whore of sorts.
What was that sentence? We're all a whore to something.
Everyone's a whore of something.
Yeah. That's a Peaky Blinder quote. We're all whores, Grace.
Wasn't it? What was the series where it was like we're all a slave to something? Wasn't that?
There's multiple series like that. That's Finland, though.
Vinland, yeah, that's the one.
It's also an AOT, though. Kenny's
really
AOT as well. Yes,
a lot
Kenny's
of people say that because
Kenny says we all get drunk on something.
Yeah, Kenny's based as shit.
Where the quote is basically just saying, like, you know, for people who are addicted to something like smoking or, you know, sugar or alcohol, it's like we're all a slave to something, because there's some people are slaves to love. You know, some bitches get into dysfunctional relationships because they think the person loves them. Some people are slaves to sex because they make bad decisions because of sex.
Black people are a slave to KFC.
Jesus, man.
Actually, I need to ask about this, by the way, as like a non-American.
Ignorant ass question.
It might be.
What is like relating between like black people and fried chicken? Like, why is it considered sort of a stereotype?
Because we like fried chicken.
Yeah.
That's it?
Why do you think any stereotype exists?
That's oddly disappointing, not gonna lie.
Stereotypes exist for a reason.
Stereotypes are 100%.
Are you good?
Fuck
Are you okay, bro? I'm worried about you.
Fucking Uncle Ruckus over here.
I had a long day.
As we like fried chicken.
Motherfucker, we worked for like 5 hours.
That's half of my shift. Fuck you, Contra.
Wait,
Man.
whoa. I actually need to ask something, by the way.
What?
Did we do another intro, or did we just jump into this, by the way?
We did not do another intro.
It's gonna be another fucking worthless rambling episode. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
What it turned into because of you. Well, because of Contra. Actually, I'll blame Contra because he's
I'm gonna blame Contra, yeah, because if he had just recorded this from the beginning and been a good little house, we would have been fine.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, there's so many sensors in this one.
It's gonna come back.
I'm gonna fill your fucking car with water.
What an awesome.
Put some Orbeez in there too.
I'm gonna fill your car with water, and I may or may not piss in the water. You're never.
I honestly didn't know where he was going with that. When he said, "I'm gonna fill your," my mind filled in the blanks with something else.
Yeah,
It's because you're fucking gay. You have gay sex dreams.
I got the gay Coomer brain and some part of it, but I have never had any sexual contact with a man, despite what my tweets will tell you.
Is the Rocky even deep enough for Contra?
I don't know. Does that mean that Contra has a big dick or I have a small booty hole? What's your question?
Both of them.
Listen,
I
we don't know each other's sizes except Rocky.
Well,
Yeah.
like men, I don't think booty holes have like cervixes blocking like the end, so
What?
it wouldn't matter.
Whoa. Are you sort
This
of
conversation is way too
implying?
gay. No, let's stop. Let's
That
revert.
is an interesting.
are you-
Let's pursue this further.
I believe you know Panda.
Yeah.
I do know Panda.
I believe he said that he switched to having sex with men exclusively because his penis was too large for him to put it inside the entire vag because the cervix kept blocking him and it was just painful for both of them. But
Imagine
with boy
being
holes-
gay just because women's holes aren't deep enough for your cock.
but with
Literally
boy holes,
a
there's no limit.
hentai pro tag. This is bullshit.
Jesus Christ!
I fear for his partners because they're gonna have to wear diapers.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Kick him out. Kick him out.
You know, the first thing I was gonna
due to
say-
circumstances.
When you were like, "Do you know Panda?" I was like, "Yeah, I sent him a couple of dick pics. I know Panda."
I sent him my booty hole.
Dude, he like DM'd me when I tweeted that I was drunk. He DM'd me with like a winky face. I'm like, "Don't fucking wink at me."
I'm gonna come if you
Faggot.
wink at me. I am literally busting a nut.
I'm masturbating RN.
Yeah, I can.
Right
I can hear the noises. You know, if this was Contra record, hey, it's Mo. If this was Contra recording, you may actually hear the sounds, since he doesn't give a shit what is recorded while he's talking.
Yeah, he's a fucking amateur.
What are you talking about?
Man,
You're a fucking amateur.
Man,
That's
man
what I'm
is
talking
literally sitting down recording, and he's like, I just pressed a bunch of keys, by the way.
Couldn't hear it.
Yeah, because Discord.
But I will take your word for it that you just pressed a bunch of.
Thank you, Zoraki. Thank you, random citizen. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
thank you
mentioning that scene, Megamind is back into like discourse because of the meme, and I'm really happy about that because I fucking love that movie.
I feel like Megamind has never really left like the public sphere when it comes to conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since it came out, people have been talking about it, and it never really like goes away.
You know something that I want to talk about it. There's this guy, and I always thought he was like modeled after Conan O'Brien, but I don't want to search it because it sounds sort of stupid.
Never
We have the internet for stupid questions.
Wait, actually, I'm not even gonna be surprised anymore that you haven't seen a movie, Skelly.
Okay.
Skelly hasn't seen Megamind?
Skelly hasn't seen The Shawshank Redemption.
It's mega cringe.
We
Well, you
have
got me,
to
bro.
we have to watch it, Skelly. It's fucking amazing. Damn.
Nope. Sounds boring.
It's a movie that people haven't stopped talking about for like 10 years.
Because it's
that's
genuinely fucking great.
You think Titanic is timeless? No, people forget about that
Never
shit
seen
until it
Titanic.
hits a new milestone.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Titanic?
No, I'm not a fucking woman. I'm gonna watch some romantic movie where I know the ending because I know what happens to the fucking
to
Titanic.
be
What are
fair,
you talking about? You should be happy. You get to see people dying. What the fuck? Like, it's romantic and gooey, but then everybody dies. Like,
Plenty of fucking shit I can watch with people dying. I don't have to stick through 2 hours for, you cunt.
fucking
Skelly,
but the
like,
payoff
I
is
can-
better because you get to have this like
Yeah.
emotional connection with
How
the
is that?
characters and shit.
Because I'm gonna be like, why the fuck
Bro.
did she not let him on this door?
Bro, the only people that I have an emotional connection with during Titanic are fucking... What's her name again?
Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had such a
Kate-
connection with her.
It's Kate
Yeah.
Winslet's
Name
tits.
again?
Not even
I
her.
knew he was gonna say Kate Winslet's titties. I knew that's where that was going.
That's it. That's all.
I figured. So the only thing I'm missing from my job, because you said titties and Kate Winslet, for some reason my mind went to Margot Robbie and then to Wolf of Wall Street. So now I'm on Wolf of Wall Street mentally because I think I have ADHD brain.
What, you're
So-
gonna start fucking howling?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the fact that I'm approaching Jordan Belfort levels of smile and dial sales. I'm not masturbating as much as I should though. I'm not fucking bitches in the office, which is something I should really get into doing.
Oh god, no.
But the trip is everybody that I work with is in a fucking relationship. It's like, can one of y'all bitches just be single so we can go fuck after a stressful day? Why does everybody have to have a man to go home to? Let me pull up.
So I could be
Let me
like I
fist
can.
you.
So I could be like I can be your natural dildo.
I can be your angel or your devil.
Oh god, shut up.
It's like, it's one of those things. I don't know. They tell you not to like date coworkers, but like, what if you just want to fuck coworkers? You know what I mean? Like on some friends with benefits shit. We work in the same place, you know. We don't have to make it awkward. We can just meet up like after work and just fuck a little, have a little sex, you know. Do a little oral, do a little titty job. Why can't we have that? Why do we have to like be committed to people?
This,
You know what I'm saying?
This guy, holy shit.
I don't know, like I don't see it. I don't see the reason for commitment, to be honest with you. Like, you know, I don't see it. I just don't like it. Because I like being my own person. I don't like everybody that I like went to hang out with today. 2 of them weren't in a relationship. I think the other 3 were. Everybody had to be home at like 4, so we couldn't hang out and do shit after that.
Thank God, otherwise you wouldn't have been here.
Right. to you know, have like half an hour of rambling get cut out by bad recording.
What, you went paintballing, right?
I did. I got shot in the head and the face and my hand.
Ribbozo. I actually one time my sister, when she was in college, her and her friends went paintballing and I went with them. But back then I was like a little kid, so I couldn't get in. It's like plus 18, you know? And that day, I think, you know what happened that day? You know, one of those like park, what do you call it? Games, toys, you know?
Amusement park, right?
No, like a small park with like some playground shit, you know?
Okay.
You ever seen
park,
that
yeah.
one that just spins, you know?
Yes.
Yeah,
Those things
so-
are fun.
Yeah, so what essentially happened is I got on one of those and like the other college people got on and the guy spun so fucking hard. I got flung like across the ground and they say I fainted, but I don't remember, but that's kind of a part of fainting. To now remember fainting, you know?
Yeah.
God.
No,
My
that's fascinating.
I was wearing like a shirt and a like a nice looking jacket that day. It smeared.
Bet you landed in some dog shit too.
Oh, it was on a lot of fucking sand.
I'm trying to think about like what the best moment I had at a park was. It was one of those. Speaking of, it would be dope to have sex on one of those because you can just like move it a little bit just to like thrust back, and you don't have to like move your hips. You can just swing it back and forth. And just
How does that even work? Wouldn't you have to have like another third guy just standing there as your like essentially motor?
Or I
Just
mean,
weak,
you can figure out. You can figure out the angles. You can figure out.
You can figure out that. You can get your friend to help you.
If there is a will, there is a way, my friend.
You know?
You will find that out when you become a sex haver. Sex in public also is like, it hits different. There was a time I went to lunch with a bunch of coworkers, and I told my girlfriend, I was like, we're gonna have a quickie in the bathroom. Like, you know, we got up, I went to go take a leak, pretended to. She went up, we met up in the bathroom, and she sucked my dick in there, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna come. And she was like,
it's like, maybe I'm gonna come.
Oh, because like, I didn't know that she wanted us to fuck. I thought she was just gonna give me like a quick little sucky suck, and that was it. But
what's it called again? A sucky suck.
I didn't show prepared for this.
Oh Jesus!
What?
What is this
I
guy?
didn't show prepared for it.
I did not. No, I did not. And she was like, I wanted you to bend me over the sink.
For it?
And she's like, I wanted you to bend me over the sink. I was like, I didn't know. Oops.
I guess you could say like it's like it feels better because of the feeling that you're doing something wrong. You know, like that's why so many people are like attracted to cheating, because it's like hiding the thing is sort of a high.
This is why we like NTR.
Yeah.
This is why we like NTR. Yeah. That taboo shit. Breaking up relationships is something that like I don't aspire to do, but like taking somebody else's woman hits different.
I actually when I was reading Damien at one point, which fun fact is the only book that I read and I didn't even finish it because I have the attention span of a retard. They like mentioned this and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, like I never really thought about this that hard.
So basically, what did you come to the conclusion to?
The idea that doing bad shit is sort of like gives you a high.
Different. Yeah.
Because in the story, essentially, he's like a kid in the beginning, and he goes like, we're sitting in a religious house, we're like a close family to one another, but like in the street next to us, there are like whores and like bad shit going on. And once he gets to that place in the story where he essentially gets into like the main first conflict, and he has to do all this shit, he's like, there's something high about lying to your parents about something simple, you know?
I'm like that. I lie about small shit just because I can and just see if I can get away with it. I don't really lie about big shit too much, but I will lie about small shit just for the hell of it.
And actually, no joke. For some reason, that part of the story really resonated with me for some reason.
About lying about small shit?
No, sort of because the idea of that part was that some dude had some shit on him, and he essentially used him for like many different stuff.
Oh, so he blackmailed him?
Yeah, he blackmailed him about something.
Blackmail, actually, I've never really done it. I did it as a little kid. Little kid when I was like in elementary school. I was like,
just a little
do
Goomba.
this or I'll tell this girl something. I think that's what it was. But I never did like full scale blackmail. Like, you know, I'm going to show this woman, like your wife, pictures of you kissing another person. But that shit is dangerous because you get that high and you're like,
that's how you get murdered, bro.
Yeah. Because like you could like you make that person do anything, but like you push them far enough and they will fucking kill you. I would never go that far, but like I don't know. It's interesting.
Actually, odd question, by the way.
I think I'm impervious to blackmail because I'd just be like, do it, show it, bro.
Yeah, I'm that way too.
Let's say that a politician is like single, you know, like not one of those like 40-year-old plus politicians. Like let's talk like deeper scale, like 20s or 30s. You know,
as a politician, he's fucking at least late 20s, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So
I would say 30s, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Just go with your example. And we'll go
yeah. And let's say like he's single, and let's say they have like images of him like in a gimp suit or something like this. I don't think you can blackmail him anymore.
Fun fact: there's a show called Billions, which something kind of like that happens.
Yeah.
what's brilliant is like about this dude, this like Wall Streeter who like is doing insider trading and shit, and this
Yeah.
I think district attorney or whatever that's trying to get him, and the district attorney is like a giant masochist and it's like sub. Like he has a wife or whatever that like dominatrix wife or whatever. But like eventually like a video of him like getting fucking like dommed like hardcore like comes on, gets released. And this motherfucker, he just goes on like makes speeches like, yeah, I love being stepped on. he just owns up to it. He's like, fuck it.
Like the weird thing is that
election or whatever.
like people these days, like in the West, I suppose, are kind of fine enough with this sort of shit. Like they know it exists, and they know it's like if you're consenting to it, they're probably not gonna like fire you over it, you know. So if you don't have like a wife or something, like you're not cheating on someone, I think you really don't have a problem with, like, you can't be blackmailed in that way.
Well, it depends on, because as a politician, public perception of you is what dictates you having that position.
Yeah, you can't really be a conservative religious politician and get photos of you in gimp suits put up.
Exactly.
You know?
You can't have a fetish for being stepped on, because conservatives will, that they won't feel that. Liberals will, because they're like, we like to get stepped on too.
Look, liberals will, unless it's someone they hate.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all my principles flung out the fucking window.
It's a double standard.
Wait, that actually happened at one point, I think last year, where like a New York, like, I don't think it was like a big deal politician, but it was like a politician that was like 30-something years old. They had like photos of him in like dominatrix shit, like he's trapped onto like a chair and whatnot.
Nice.
And I still remember, like, people weren't weirded out by this. People were weirded out by how like a news outlet was able to how can I put it towards, like, infringe on his privacy.
Yeah, they violated his privacy to obtain that.
It's like he's consenting to it and she's consenting to it, and he's not really cheating on anyone. It's like, why are you doing this? It's like like especially as you put it, like liberals, you know? It's like you shouldn't really have a problem with this anymore, considering that you're not conservative and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, there's another thing that comes with that, because you mentioned like the news outlet infringing on his privacy.
Yeah.
There's a point, it used to be back in the day, journalism was trying to find out information, to a certain degree. You weren't like infringing on people's shit, but like if you were, let's say you were out and about and you saw like a movie star having dinner with somebody, like a normal person or another celebrity, you'd assume they were dating. That's just how that is. But like what journalism is now is like you can make something up, put it out, a bunch of people will believe it, and then when it's proven wrong, they don't really make a note of it.
You
they don't
essentially
really put out like a re-release to say like, oh, we were wrong.
Like what always happens is they go back and they like edit the articles and whatnot, but they don't like make new headlines and all that shit. It's like,
they don't do, it's called issuing a retraction.
You read it at first, that's the information you're gonna get. That actually happened with like Costa Concordia back in the day, like a few years back, where news outlets just essentially published made up shit in the beginning. And
they did that to Bernie.
Yeah.
They made up a story about him, and then it was proven wrong, but they never like issued a retraction saying we were wrong. They just didn't really touch on it.
Fucked one of those up things now.
Where, like, well, because a lot of people hate like game journalists, for example, because they make bullshit up for clicks. Because the more clicks you get on an article online, the more money you make, the more traffic you get, the more personalized ads you can like put out and shit like that. So they'll make shit up for clicks.
Actually,
I've always said, like, I could do game journalism. I don't give a fuck about video games to that extent. Yeah. But I'll make shit up just to make six figures.
They're like what, like $50,000 a year?
Some of them are. Some of like the higher people, like the bigger names.
Jesus.
Like I think Dean Takahashi, I think he makes like close to $100,000 a year.
God.
Off of just saying bullshit and not being able to play video games. You don't have to play video games.
I actually
be a game journalist.
I actually used to watch like a lot of game reviews back when I was 15. And one of the things that I really hated when I grew up is I noticed I used to take the reviewer's opinion as my own if I don't play a game. And I essentially started really disliking to watch reviewers once I started to like watch movies that they talk about or play games that they talk about. Because at that point I'm just sitting down and I'm like, that is really not the case. Like, you're essentially getting to the point of making shit up just to fill your video with stuff.
Yeah. Like, I used to watch CinemaSins because it was funny. But, like, I thought it was satire the entire time. I thought everything was just made up and it was all a joke.
Oh, it's Schrodinger's douchebag type situation.
Yeah, essentially. But I always took it as satire. I never, was like, oh, this movie is, like, genuinely bad because this guy said it. Or I was like, funny little joke he made. That's it. I never took his opinion for mine. Then I watched the same movies and I'm like, I can see, like, that's funny if it was a joke. But if you're really saying the movie's bad because of this, this, and that, I mean... It's a horror movie, for example. Like, it's going to have a cliche or two in it. I'm against that. I'm against people watching reviewers and taking on the same opinions when they can just watch that shit themselves. My coworker's like, I want to see the review for the new Halloween movie. And he watched the whole review. He's like, I don't think I'm going to watch it. It's like, motherfucker, you would have watched it if you didn't watch this guy's review. Just go watch it.
Just pirate the damn thing. You don't have to pay money.
Just pirate the damn thing. Speaking of, it came out on Friday.
Come up to your house, say you pirated it in Minecraft.
I haven't even seen the first new one, bro.
All I know is Halloween Kills is like the new... I didn't even know there was a new one before that. I just knew that this one was coming out.
All I know is slasher movies at this point are like the equivalent of a guy who's been shitting for like a whole day and he's now starting to shit organs. Like, it's way too late. Like,
bro, you consistently make the worst analogies I've ever seen anyone ever make in my fucking life. Like, literally, no matter what it is, you make an analogy that makes no fucking sense to it.
Consistently strange across the board.
Like, they make no fucking sense every time.
It's like watching somebody shit till he shits organs. Are you trying to say like they've dragged them out too long and now they're starting to do damage to the franchise?
Yeah. Like, slasher stuff is boring.
You can say
anything that makes money.
You can say it's like grating cheese until you run out of cheese and you're grating your fingers.
Let me tell you something. Like, you take Jason to Space, you know? that one
Jason
movie.
X is a dope movie.
Yeah. Where do you go after that, you know?
Oh, he crash lands back in Earth.
Oh, this
and then I think after Jason X, I don't know what happens, honestly. I don't know if they made any more after that.
I know they did, but I think they were more like remakes of old movies.
There was a remake.
Yeah.
There was
Nightmare on Elm Street.
There was an 2009 remake that I liked because it has the dude from Sam from Supernatural. He's in it. So that was cool.
Oh, since we opened up the horror franchise shit, I always view like horror games as something that is pathetic to a degree. I mean, and you know why? Because every time something that is a big deal that comes up, you know, a moneymaker essentially, like let's say, you know, Amnesia or something like this, it's like the horror landscape changes so much that for the next few years till like the next big thing comes out, it's like every motherfucker and their dog is going to make that exact same thing.
That's literally anything.
No, but it's so noticeable with horror games.
It's noticeable with anything, bro. MCU.
Well, yeah,
like, it's literally noticeable with anything.
But
if something makes money, people are gonna keep making it.
The last time
you figured out capitalism.
But like, look, the last time this was like really noticeable to me was like, you know, the PT came out, you know, the playable teaser for Silent Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And what essentially happens is there were people borderline making like full games with like the exact same layout and the exact same ideas, and they look like trash. They're designed like trash and they're unoriginal, and they still made headlines. Like, just because there were people who were thirsty enough for that particular thing that they were like, I'll take anything.
Well, it's like when Fortnite came out. Call of Duty started doing battle royale shit.
First of all,
and now we have Warzone for that as well. It's still a battle royale shit.
PUBG came out first.
Battle royales are everywhere,
and that was so trash
Yeah.
You know, PUBG came out and that was so trash. And the only people played that is because it was like the only one in the market, you know?
And then,
that the moment other games started doing the same shit, nobody like played that anymore.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with, like, I don't play Warzone for that reason, and I never played Fortnite or Black Ops 4 Blackout is what it's called. Never played any of that because I don't fuck with the concept. I hate it. It's making them money because they thought, all right, how are we going to profit off of this? You know, Fortnite is free to play, but it has like microtransactions up the ass. That's how they make their money. Yeah, so these big franchises are like, let's copy the gimmick and charge people for a AAA title.
To me, it's like a very smart idea. If you can make it.
Also, it's fine when that does it, but not horror games. Like what?
Right.
No, I tell you why. Because with battle royales, it's like only
battle
the big
royales are way worse than horror games. By the way,
only the big companies
literally
can make
1,000 times worse.
You know,
100%.
It is not only big companies. I've seen plenty of indie games make the battle royale shit.
Yeah, but they barely make headlines all the time.
So they still exist.
Yeah,
what is your argument?
So noticeable.
You just said they don't make it.
It's very noticeable with horror games, man.
You're so retarded.
Oh, God.
No, it's battle royale is way more noticeable than the horror games. Literally, all you ever see is battle royale. It's like the main feature any game sells you if it's a shooter. Like what? Even like Halo, isn't it too? Has a battle royale.
No, I don't know.
Really. They're like they advertise the battle royale aspect. It's so fucking noticeable, way more than any goddamn horror game. It's
that battle royale aspect
thing in gaming for like what 2-3 years now.
See, guys, look at we're ending the episode now. I got my L.
Well, look at Dead by Daylight, right? They dropped Dead by Daylight, and then the Friday the 13th game came out. Same fucking concept as Dead by Daylight, but now it's because it's a Friday the 13th game. That's what they tried to advertise it as.
That lived for very long. I think that was like around for like a week. And then it just disappeared.
Yeah, there's a Predator one too that died by the same people who did Friday the 13th.
Amazing. So they tried to fucking milk the shit out of it.
It actually always makes me laugh when a company doesn't realize what made something a big deal, or they get late to the trend. You know?
It's like with movies, you know how like they'll drop Iron Man, for example. Like, oh, well, Iron Man was a good movie, so let's make 2 and fucking 3. Captain America. Oh, Captain America was a hit. Let's make 2 and 3. Fucking Thor. 2 and 3. Black Panther.
Thor wasn't a good movie though. They just made
all
2,
Thor movies are bad. All Thor.
No, Ragnarok is good. You're wrong.
Nah.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
To me, it's like that movie had like fun action and stuff like that, but the jokes were just so badly timed.
Ironic of all people to say that. Ironic is all.
This dude's gonna.
Ironic.
You know, this shit is gonna become a big deal at one point, and then Skelly's going to make a Slinger diss rap.
Just imagine. Skelly don't have bars like that though.
Aren't you the guy?
We played the rap battle game in Jackbox.
I won. You dumb fuck.
I see your bars. I saw your bars.
And I won.
Zaraki, aren't you the guy who lost to the AI?
I did, because Skelly betrayed me.
Wait, how many times again? How many times did you lose? Twice, maybe?
I lost
betrayed
one.
Because the AI flamed you.
Yeah.
No, you betrayed me because you're a bitch.
We actually should play that again, because I died laughing throughout it.
It's hilarious. Marasa couldn't write a bar
the whole time again.
Bro, what is a word that rhymes with Ferrari? Like
Contra will be like, this is not an accurate representation of my people.
I can't make Jay-Z shit.
This is gentrifying the rap culture. This is gentrification of rap culture. That's the white in him coming out.
Contra, the kind of guy to ditch the 500,000 and go have dinner with Jay-Z for 15 minutes.
You kidding?
Hey, Contra,
I listened to too much Jay-Z to not take the 500K.
Yeah, because because Jay-Z is the type of person to, like, if you take the dinner with him, he's gonna laugh at you for all the 15 minutes that you didn't take the 500.
I think I literally said that to you verbatim.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, you made
He's
it
tweeted this
Yeah,
exact
you're,
thing.
you're right. You're right.
When
You're right.
people made that fucking tweet of, I talked to Jay-Z because I'm so smart and business-like.
Contra.
You're a retard.
Oh god.
Contra.
Wait, did that guy
I can
do
just
it
imagine
legit?
him cracking jokes the entire. Like Jay-Z's a funny guy. He doesn't appear all that often, but when he does, he's always on some shit.
Now, if you were to ask me if I would take the 500K or dinner with Kanye, I would do dinner with Kanye, definitely.
Oh, that guy tipped like $8,000 to a waiter because he talked to him for like an hour.
Something like that, but also he's probably gonna have some real serious drip on him, and because he's mentally ill like a motherfucker, I could probably convince him to like go streaking out in the middle of Hollywood, and I can just take his Aston Martin, his mink coat, and his Yeezys. There's my lick right there.
You just pull up like a made-up Bible verse where it says his Rolex is blasphemy, and he just gives it to you.
It'd just be like, take this shit, man, take it. He's like, I didn't make Jesus walks for no reason. But also, Contra, do you have any white in you?
I love Jesus walks.
Fucking define.
I'm Cape Verdean, so maybe a little.
Do you want some more in you?
No, thank you. I think I'm good.
I think I'm good, yeah.
Well, the offer is always on the table, or the bed, or the couch, or the floor,
No,
the kitchen counter.
I fucking hate you, Saraki, so much.
Man.
I think the people watching this right now are thinking that I'm dying or something because my voice is just fucked today.
You are. They're just waiting for the inevitable gas attack that's going to roll through.
Oh god, please. Well, we forgot to record an outro, I suppose, so this is the end of the video for this week. Goodbye.